everyone, welcome to our video tutorials. Today Alexander and I would like to talk to you about customized page in Amelia. As many of you already know, we released Amelia 4.0 last week, and one major feature is a new customized page. On your customized page, you will have all the freedom to change colors, fonts, labels, and many more for your booking forms. Right now, Customize is working for all booking forms except for event calendar booking form and search booking form. That will be implemented in next couple of months also, but we implemented it first for our most popular booking forms. There is some other features in 4.0. You can check that on our changelog later, such as new recurring options for events, new statuses, and also you can now change time zone on the panels. But today, let's dive into new customized page and see what you can do there. Alexander, show us.
Okay, the customized page on our documentation has also been changed in the meantime, so you can check it out there, but we'll dive in right here. So under Amelia, customize, you land on this page where you can now change everything. These are old settings which apply, as you said, to the calendar, to the event calendar and the search booking form. So step-by-step booking form. You can configure form colors in this section right here. So for example, you can set it to be light green. You can see the change right away. Then text colors can also be changed and they're seen right away. The input color can be changed to, let's say, blue. So those are the drop downs right here. Input text color, we will notice green. So when you click on it, you can see that this thing here is green. You can change the drop down color. So when you expand the drop down, the background color is changed.
You have one very cheerful booking for now.
Well, yeah, just try to find the colors that will actually notice that we've changed. So let's set it to be white. So these are now white. Also, when you change these colors, you can choose the opacity here. So when you hover over it, you can see that it's not 100% like this one, for example. So you can change it right here. Okay, you can reset it by clicking on this button and it'll go back to default. One major change that a lot of our customers from countries like Germany or Poland requested is the option to change these labels, since they were saved as two separate labels. When using grammar cases, they weren't translated properly. So now, instead of please select service, you can type anything.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, Millennium Falcon, for example, and it will say Millennium Falcon. You can do the same.
Just one question: what if someone has multilingual website?
If they have a multilingual website, they can change the language right here.
Currently, we don't have other languages, but
we don't have other languages, but you can add them and simply change them
for each language.
For each language, of course.
Great.
Same goes for the service. So you can change the label of the service, so it says appointment, for example. So okay, we can choose to if the service is included in the package, it will be right here. So you can actually hide this field, so it won't be displayed on the front end. It's still here, because if we hide it, we won't be able to show it again. But let's take a look at what we've done here. So with the new booking form, Amelia, this page is for WP data tables, never mind. So in Amelia front end, you can see that it's changed. It says Millennium Falcon, it says appointment, and you can actually see that
The drop down has
it's transparent.
yeah,
because we set the opacity not to be 100%. So when we go back, we can display this field again. I don't know if these services are included in a package, but if they're not, we'll add them real quick. Let me just refresh this page, go to services and create a package just to show you guys how it's working. So under packages, yeah, we do have some packages, but
maybe not for that particular thing.
Exactly, right. So we'll just add basic annual and save. So now when we refresh this page and select the basic annual service, I didn't save this. Yeah, it's got a lot of options, so whatever you do, remember to save. Okay, so here it is. Now if I was to hide this field,
if someone does not want to show packages in the step-by-step booking form,
right, this can be changed through the shortcode. So you can only display services again. Save. You can only display services even though the service is available in a package. But if you don't want to do that, you can simply hide it in here. So now when we select that service, it doesn't show up the package.
Okay.
So also you can change the labels. So instead of save, it could be anything else. Available in package, what we are offering. And the good thing is that you can actually see everything that you've changed right away. So if there are multiple locations configured in here, they will show up on the booking form by default, but most people don't want that, so they can hide that field. And also there were a lot of requests where people wanted this to be a mandatory field, so you can enable that right now. Again, we can change the label. So stores. Employee is also not a mandatory field, but with the new customized feature, you can enable it to be a mandatory field. When that is enabled, the any employee option visibility is automatically disabled.
Right.
But any employee is what you see when you select a service with multiple employees, but you can hide it. By default, it's enabled, but you can hide it so customers need to choose the employee, or they don't see any employee when they land on the page. Again, you can change these labels.
Yeah, for example, to teacher or instructor or coach or
exactly
whatever applies to your business.
Choose your teacher. So, okay, bringing anyone with you. You can change the label and the number of additional persons. So, a number of additional persons can be confusing, so you can change it to how many people are coming with you. So when you change that, how many people are coming with you? 1 person, 2 or 3 persons, and so on. Adding extras, we can hide or show that field, and we can also change all these labels within that. So we've changed the colors on this part of the form, but we can also change it on this part of the form. So let's set the first grading color to be green and the second one to be lighter blue, and we can change the angle right here so it switches. And the text color, if we don't want it to be white, we can change it to be red, so everything is in red right here. Also, pick date and time. You can hide this. If you don't want people to see this, you can simply hide it and it will not be displayed on the front end. What you actually don't see here is to display or hide this field. We don't see anything here because we do not have the location enabled in general settings. So in here, if we show booking slots in client's time zone and save, you can actually enable this field right here. Let me just save this first, and it will show the current time zone of the user. So if you're in New York and someone's trying to book from LA, they will see their time zone in that field. So currently we're in Europe, Belgrade. If you want, you can display it. If you don't want it, you can hide it.
Okay.
So for the dates, the only option we've added here is the end time visibility. So if you have services that last 1 hour and you only want to display the start time, so only 9 a.m. will be shown, not 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can hide this. We'll hide it and save it later on so we can see it on the front end. Repeat this appointment.
This is if the appointment is recurring.
That's right. So if you configure the service so it allows recurring appointments, you can change the label and you can hide it. For example, if you don't want to display an option for the customers to actually repeat the appointment. Alright, so this was actually only the first step. The second step covers the recurring appointment, where you can also change the colors. So every single step can look differently now.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, there could be a lot of time invested in the customize, but once you're done, you're gonna have a completely different design than what we used to have. So input color is totally transparent now. You can change it to something else. So it's,
if someone does not use recurring appointments, simply
skip that step. Yes, of course. Again, you can change the label or hide the field right here. You can change the labels in this section right here. So for example, if people are confused by times, you can ask how many appointments, and it will be right here. Then we move to step 3, which is actually showing the recurring appointments. Again, you can change the labels or hide the field if you don't want to see it. And in here you can change the labels for date and time. Moving on to step 4, this is the last page where the customers are entering their details. You can hide the service name field if you don't want to display it right here. If you want to narrow down the booking form, you can change the labels or completely hide all the info about employee, date, local time, and location. Same goes for the recurring appointments. You can hide it or show it. Mandatory fields like first name, last name, and last name is no longer a mandatory field, which is also new. But first name and email no, just the first name is mandatory. Okay, so we've included the option for the last name and the email not to be mandatory. Actually, the email and the phone already had this function not to be mandatory, but you can do that now through the customize section. So you can change the label, say name. We can hide the last name if you don't want to show it. For example, many people in Korea and Japan don't actually use the last name or only use the last name. So if they only use the last name, you can change this to be last name and hide the last name, so only the last name is used. We'll remove the email as a mandatory field, but we can also hide it. Same goes for the phone. It doesn't have to be a mandatory field, and we'll also hide it. Payment method can be changed. So for example, if you have Stripe, PayPal, and on site, you can change the label, nothing else. Credit or debit card, also only the label can be changed as this is being pulled from Stripe. And step 5 is the congratulations screen. What you guys often ask, can we change this? Of course, now you can. So you can change the label so it doesn't say congratulations, but yay. You can also hide it. You can display the trophy. You can hide the trophy, and you can change thank you, your booking is completed. And if the appointment is pending, you can also change this option right here. And you can also add to calendar, enable the add to calendar visibility for your customers if they want to add the appointment to their calendar. So this covers the step-by-step booking form.
Okay.
Form flow was only for the service, so we can change to package if we want to, if we're using the shortcode where only the packages, are shown.
Yeah.
So for now, when we refresh the page, I think we saved it. Yes, let me just refresh it again. We can actually see all these changes that we've made. So basic annual, continue to the next step. We're not showing ending times, so only start times. In here, we've hidden the email, the last name. We've left all this enabled, so when we confirm, okay, okay, when we confirm, we go to PayPal, and let's see. Okay, sandbox, securely logging me in. PayPal checkout, let's just wait for it to load. And pay now, it's taking its time. Okay. Test buyer. Okay, so I'm not actually charged for this. So after this is done, this is something that I did not expect. I apologize. And okay, let's just cancel this and change the payment option to be only on site. I apologize for this, but let's just run through it one more time just to show you that everything actually works. I just wanted to show you the last step where we've changed yay.
Yeah, and we had a trophy, right?
I believe so. I believe so. Under step 5, I think that we've hidden the trophy. Let's see. It's still opening up PayPal, right? So this is actually a good troubleshooting video, which was not planned. So this service has PayPal enabled under payments, so as you can see on site. Even though it's saved, on site has been disabled here. So once we've changed it, now we can actually continue booking without going through PayPal. So if you guys run into an issue where you change the payment method and you can still see the old payment method, go into the service under settings, payments, and you'll be able to change it there. So now I click on confirm and yay.
Yeah.
That's
trophy hidden.
Trophy is hidden. And same goes for the event list booking form and the catalog booking form. So you can change everything through these steps.
The same way we did for the step-by-step booking form.
Exactly right. So you can change the color of the text, the color of the background. Sorry that I'm using ugly colors, guys. So anyway, okay. Input color. It's really ugly, but just
but it's
working.
Yeah, but it's working.
So drop down text color can be yellow, and so on. You can change the event type, for example, filter, change this, change the labels, show capacity right here, so you can hide that, show location, you can hide that, event date and time, you guys also wanted to hide that, time zone can be enabled. Free can be the label for free can be changed. If you want to hide the price from the event, you can do that now. Book this event, which is this thing right here, you can hide that. And number of persons, you can change that to how many people. I mean, play around with this. It's pretty cool, and you've got a lot of stuff that you can do.
Options that you can change and customize the way you like.
Exactly right. So again, the same step, you can hide them. Oh, one thing I mentioned, you can rearrange them. So wherever you see these 6 dots, you can drag and drop and simply rearrange the fields. I totally forgot to mention that. So, for example, in the step-by-step booking form,
yeah, the same thing.
With everything enabled, you can swap places. So if you want the employee to be above the location, it can. If you want it to be the first thing, it can be the first thing in the form. So again, where you see these 6 dots, they are drag and drop. And the last thing is the catalog booking form, where you can hide this, for example. There, it's gone. You can hide how many services.
It looks nicer that way.
Yeah. You can hide how many services are in each category. You can hide these circles. You guys also frequently ask for that, so those are thumbs. There you go. And in the second step, you can change labels again. Service badge, you can hide that, so that doesn't appear. Service price, right here, you can hide that. Employees list, these thumbnails below, you can hide that as well. Also for the package, so this badge, the price, the services list, everything can be hidden from the form, so it looks pretty basic, but it's package and service, and that's it. So when you're done with this, with the catalog form, you can change it to catalog service if you're changing the form only for the service. So this is the step where you're able to hide all these, the description, service info, extras, employees. You're now able to hide all of those, and of course change labels.
Yeah.
So capacity, you can hide that. Duration, description, service info, extras, employees. Now when you hide all of that, you only see the service name, the price, and the calendar. This is coming from the step-by-step booking form. So in the second step, this is the actual second step, the same as in the step-by-step booking form, where you can change the order, display this field or hide it, or exactly what we did with the step-by-step booking form.
I think that's enough for now, and I think it is enough for you to start playing around with new customize and see how it works for you. And of course, we would like to know how you like it. Is there something we missed? Is there something you really like? Is there something that you want to let us know about? Please share with us on our support platform or in comments below.
Right. Well, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll gladly help. And until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye.